What's up, everybody? We're back doing another episode. I'm thinking what I'm gonna try to do. I think I'm gonna try and start releasing them every Tuesday. Let's see if how consistent I can pull that off. Even today, I'm like, holy shit, like I actually got to go pick up my girlfriend right now. I don't have any time really to do this podcast because even tonight I'm gonna have to prepare for some orientation for school. I'm going to Cal State LA, so yeah. But anyway, yeah. So today was a little weird. Last night too, kind of crazy. So one of my coworkers, he had brought a speaker to our job, and he left it overnight. And I remember seeing it because I'm the manager of the place, so I kind of check everything to make sure everything's clean, like the right way, or stuff's put away in the right spot. And basically, I seen the speaker. I don't know whose it was, but I seen it, and it was in a black bag. I was like, what's this? Checked it out. Okay, speaker, cool. Left it. And, so next morning, I don't work the next day, but I was in bed, and he actually calls me. The guy calls me, and he's like, hey, bro, what happened to my speaker? It was right here in a bag. And I was like, yeah, it should be there, bro. Like, I was there last night. Like, it should be there. And he's like, but it's not. Do you know what happened? Like, basically, I guess what they did is they took the bag, or they didn't take the bag. They took his speaker. They stole his speaker and replaced his speaker, what that was in the bag, replaced it with a bunch of towels. So I don't know if this person thought that was clever, or it'd be like, they're going to get away with it. I don't know what they thought. I mean, look, when it comes down to it, they got away with it. But the reason... Okay, I guess I'm speeding up. So anyway, I was telling the guy, I was like, look, bro, like, I don't think it was any of our guys. That'd be stupid because we see each other every day, like, it's going to come out. I told him, I was like, look, I think it's the people that clean the we work in a restaurant. I think it's the people that clean the restaurant. And he was trying to deny it. No, I know it's not them. It's a family, this and that. And I was like, well, it doesn't make sense, bro, because if I'm the last one, and you guys are the first ones here, there's only in between. Who else could it be? And I don't think he wanted to take that. But anyway, fast forward to Sunday night, I go into work. I had went to the Los Angeles Rams game. I got some tickets just to take, me and my girl have like a good time. But I still end up going to work just to help them close. And yeah, we close, and towards the end of the night, we're about to finish up. And I'm about to look at a video. I'm sitting on one of the tables, and the guy, the dishwasher, he tells me he's about to finish. So I put down my phone and start like doing whatever I need to do before we end the night. And I fuck up and I forget that I leave the phone in the restaurant, and I don't realize I left it till I'm already halfway home. So I'm like, fuck, man, like I'll just have to get it tomorrow. But because of my coworkers' stuff missing, I was worried that, oh my God, like these people are gonna jack me too. And so I'm like, I'm already expecting it. So sure enough, I get back, I'm searching everywhere in the restaurant. My cell phone is not anywhere, and I'm pissed. I'm already like, oh my God. I try to call it, it's dead. It's just going straight to the voicemail. And like, I pretty much just gave up, like I was like, I'm not going to try. What I did though, I canceled my cards just in case. And so I tell the other manager that's with me right there. He's like manager slash, part owner. And we start looking through the cameras, and, sure enough, it's this lady, this like thick lady, I mean, not thick in a good way, she's like stout, I guess. I don't know how to, she looks like she fucking drinks beer and eats a lot of hot Cheetos all the time. She has that kind of body. But yeah, like, So we're watching her in the cameras, and pretty much where I know I left my phone, we see in the camera, not really because it cuts off, but we see in the camera like that her body is facing the table where I left my phone. So what she does, instead of just probably, if she probably would have got away with it if she just sat on that same table, because we would have never seen her upper torso and seen what she would have done. What she did was she saw it on that table and then went 2 tables forward and got into plain camera view sight. And, we seen pretty much the outline or like the shape of my phone in her hand, which was, and she tried to hide it by like, having the phone under the table and just looking through my shit right there. And we're like, bro, we could all totally see what she's doing. Like, you don't even need to speculate. You can just see it. And so we're like, yeah, it's right there. It's happening, blah, 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 And so, the other manager, part owners or / owner, he makes a call to that lady's boss, lets him know, hey, this is going on. It's fucked up because we also had a guy who has a missing speaker, blah, blah, blah. So that dude comes, that boss, and I talked to him, and I tell him, like, look, dude, like, because he was trying to play the pity part, like, oh, this is bad for me, and da-da-da. And I'm like, look, bro, like, we've been doing business with you for a long time. We've never had any other complaints. You know what I mean? We've never complained about any of your workers, The thing with this one that's kind of weird is, for one, we had something go missing a couple days ago, and then now last night, so it's 2 days in a row, and it's the same person, because we checked, we looked in the cameras, so that's like a weird coincidence, and we actually have footage of the lady possibly looking or finding my phone and looking through it and maybe stealing it. So he calls her, and, we're not there, but he tells us he calls her and says that she said that he's going to have her come back and explain everything, blah, 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 So I'm like, okay, good, because this is all weird, So we're waiting. She probably shows up around like 5:30 maybe. Yeah, about 5:30. And before she shows up, fucking dumbass Hina, she tells her boss, like, oh, well, yeah, I seen it, but I didn't take it. I left it in the back. And I don't think she even said she left it in the back. She just said it like that. I seen it, but I didn't take it. And right away, we're all like, dude, you took that shit. Don't fucking lie, dude. Like, who the fuck says I seen it, but I didn't take it? You just left it there? So you just left it there? So then why isn't it still there? Because, it's not like a rat fucking just came up and took my fucking cell phone. I don't think a rat is interested in my debit card or my ID. Maybe those crevices smell like shit, but, it still tastes like plastic. But, so anyway, I'm sitting in the office just looking at the cameras, waiting for her to come through. She comes through, and, we go and see what's up, and she's like, no, I would never steal. I saw it there, I grabbed it, but I put it in the back. And I was like, you put it in the back? So then where is it? Where is it? She's like, oh, I'll show you. She leads me to the office, which is in the back, and it's not, doesn't go in the office. She goes in the bathroom. She was leading me into the bathroom, and she wants to make it seem like she left it in the sink cabinet, the bottom cabinet where like everybody keeps their cleaners and like chemicals. And right away, obviously in my head, I know what she's doing. You're going to try and do something where you can pull it out of your jacket and say you left it here, kind of where you kind of like, you make it seem that way, because I can't really fully see where you're looking through. I'm behind her, so I didn't make a big deal out of it. I just wanted my fucking phone back, but I knew what she was doing. So she basically does it. In my head, I'm like, who the fuck does that? Who the hell, if you find something and you want to let it be known that that you found it, Why would you ever put that shit in the sink cabinet where you keep chemicals? Where, I mean, even if we did use that on the daily, that's going to be so strange to find a cell phone down there. It's just ridiculous. So it was stupid, but I didn't want a hard time. I just told the boss, thank you. I appreciate that. This is, I was about to waste a lot of time to have to go through all this bullshit, because I have it's like a cell phone protector, but a wallet at the same time. I could put my cards in there. It was just ridiculous. She was just trying to play off that she didn't rob it. And the funny thing is like, I tried calling it like several times throughout the day, and it would just go straight to the voicemail, like as if it was dead. And sure enough, when she gives it to me, there's 13%. Like, bitch. Oh my. And if it was there all night, if the cell phone was there since yesterday, it would be room temperature with the bathroom. It would be somewhat cold. It felt like she had it on her. The phone was warm. Like if you had it in between your butt cheeks or something. It was warm. So it was like, I completely knew what was going on. I didn't react off of it because it was like, you know what? I already have it. Just get the fuck out of here, And the crazy thing, dude, you could totally tell this bitch was on drugs. The way she talked, she had the fucking... there's a difference between somebody who's smoking weed hella high and they have cotton mouth and somebody who's on crack or meth and has cotton mouth. I feel like the intensity of the cotton mouth for when you're on meth or crack is way more than when you're just high from smoking weed. When you're high from smoking weed, at least some people are still like kind of self-conscious about it. They're like, oh fuck, I got cotton mouth, I need something to drink. When a crackhead has cotton mouth, they don't think about shit. They're just on crack on one. And that's how she was talking. So fuck that lady. I got my shit back in the end. I have it. Poor guy, poor fucking dude, my coworker, it was his son's speaker and some crackhead lady cleaner lady fucking stole that shit. We're probably not going to be able to get it back, because pretty much we told her boss that, nah, she can't work for us anymore. It's just that's just not cool, man. A speaker goes missing and then my phone goes missing. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's just a little bit too obvious, Yeah, so I was all riled up a little bit because of that. Yeah, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to get a new phone. I'm going to have to fucking get all the fucking apps that I fucking have on my phone. Fucking all my cards again, cancel my cards, got to go to the DMV for my ID. I already got vaccinated, I have the first shot, but I have the second shot coming up. Like, what am I going to do without my ID? It was just a whole thing. So, look, fucking crackhead lady, oh man. I called one of my homegirls and she said she would have kicked her ass. I wish I would have called them, just to be like, yeah, like, freaking jump this bitch when she leaves, I don't know. But yeah. But at the same time, fucking crackhead lady, fuck you. But, thanks for bringing it back, you fucking whore. Son of a bitch. Stressing me out like a motherfucker. Jesus. Yeah. But I'm happy I got it back. I'm so glad. So, dude, I think, gee, I don't know what, but, just like Jesus Christ, bullshit, dude. I don't know. I don't even know what to say for myself. I know I fucked up. I don't really want to admit it, But you got to sometimes. You just got to, blame yourself first, Always put the blame on yourself first, because really when you're mad at yourself. I mean, I get it, like when some people do heinous shit, but still, yeah. But yeah, man, yeah, just had work. Now I'm back. I got a fucking itchy foot like a motherfucker. Fucking, I got bit like 6 times all over my foot. I don't know if it's like, I feel like I've been seeing a lot more of those like little baby wasps. Are they? Or mosquitoes. They're mosquitoes. Little baby mosquitoes. And they're real tiny, and they kind of like fly left and right. You know, they'll fly in front of you for a little bit, and then they'll just disappear out of nowhere. Those things just bite the shit out of you. I don't know what they're called, but mosquitoes, I don't know. They're just baby mosquitoes. I have a bunch of the fucking bites on my left foot. You guys could probably tell I'm still a little bit freaking... all that freaking energy at work, man. Jesus. Yeah. Dude. Man. I showed my friends the first episode I did. And one of them said that like it seems more like a vlog than a podcast. And he said it seems that way because it's just, I guess, maybe just pure audio, or maybe the way I'm like delivering or how I'm talking into it. I'm not really sure. I don't really fuck with vlogs. I don't do them a lot. So I don't really know what he's talking about. Maybe I should see some. I mean, I've seen like stuff. I don't know. Do vlogs, are they on YouTube? You know, is that just somebody like talking about what? I mean, because podcasts, you talk about anything. I don't know. I just don't have a video. I don't have video footage right now. I don't really have an exact setup, you know, to actually put something on video. You know, like I'm literally on my floor right now talking to my phone that was stolen by some crackhead bitch, and I got it back and is now on my glass coffee table. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't have a setup, and I don't think I really want to display like a video of me just doing this. And I know some people will be like, no, do it. Like, you know, it's all about being raw and like authentic. And it's like, well, you know what? Sometimes it's also about being a little legit too. Like, you know, I mean, like I'm all for raw. This is raw. This is still the same thing. You're getting my voice. I haven't written anything. You know, I didn't write anything for the other episode. You know, that's probably something I'm gonna have to develop as the show goes on, because I don't really know how a podcast goes. I mean, I could probably research. I could look at videos, but come on, man, like. I know something is bound to give. I'm gonna learn one thing after another. It's gonna happen. I'm not worried about anything. And if it doesn't work, I mean, who really gives a shit? You know, at the end of the day, I have like 5 views on my shit right now. My first video. Who gives a fuck? 5 people? Fuck it, dude. I'm sure it's not even if I post this one up, I'm sure it's not gonna, if it gets any views, it's not gonna be the same people that seen the first one. Maybe it'll be that one person who's just like, oh yeah, this guy's he's gonna be famous, and I'm gonna be, you know, like I'm gonna be the first one to say, oh, I knew about him when he first started. There's always that one person, you know. I mean, and it could be anybody, because it's even been me, you know, like with some bands, like I'll be like, oh yeah, like I was seeing them before they were famous, you know, when they were doing little venue rooms and shit. Like everybody does it. So, you know, fan, if you're out there and you're hearing me since this episode, I love you. You're the best, you know. You've seen something in me before anybody else did, you know. Sometimes, you know, sometimes there's gold out there, but it needs to be, you know, commercialized for people to jump on, you know. if there's no like outlet for these other artists of any, who knows, any kind of art, it's hard for them to like put themselves out there. No one's gonna find out. Nobody's gonna find out. Yeah, and like, obviously people base, quality with production. You know what I mean? So obviously if this artist has a lot of like production around them, like with, advertising them and putting the word out for their stuff, like maybe paying for radio spots or who knows, like people are gonna like think that, oh damn, this must be something, when it's like, you know what? It's actually not as much as what you're not hearing that's out there, Yeah, some of these dudes that come out big, like, yeah, sometimes they're legit and obviously you can't fight it, I get it. But there's a lot of dudes or people or whatever types of artists out there that are not heard of, and have like some real dope shit, Yeah, I'm not gonna say here that they're like better than some of these people. I'm not trying to say who's better or best, but don't be afraid to go beyond, just mainstream media. Fucking, take a chance on the wild side. Is what Lou Reed said. When he was with the Velvet Underground, or was it? No, I think that was just his solo shit. Yeah, man. So you never know what you might come up on. It could change your life. It could just add that little emotion for you or that idea or just something. Yeah. I don't know if I want to talk about video games. I don't really know anything else right now that I want to talk about video games. I feel like I should just talk about video games just to get it out of my system. Just so it's like, yeah. Video games. It's so funny about that? Like sometimes my girlfriend, she'll try to like accommodate that part of me, or that side that me that likes that, the side of me that likes that. And there'll be like, say, like some pillowcases with a neon different colored neon, like a controller, a video game controller print, I'll be like, nah, that's too nerdy, like I like video games, but I don't want controllers. I don't want to see controllers. I don't know. Am I nerdy anyway just for liking video games, or does that make, like, maybe I'm not even denying the fact that I'm somewhat nerdy. I'm just saying that's too nerdy. That's a little bit much. I like pop art, but I don't want Mario and Luigi figures, all over my furniture. Or I don't want a poster of the Avengers, or, I don't want that. Like those video games are cool, but they're not what I'm trying to really just like see all the time and kind of like design my house with, I guess. I don't know. It just seems a little bit too nerdy. I know, I guess that's nerdy enough that I like video games, but I think there is too nerdy. I don't know. Whoever disagrees, I guess, just put it in the comments. Maybe you guys talk about that. If there's one thing, but then you can be too much of that one thing, Is it just like, what's another one? Are you gay and that's it, just gay, or are you too gay? Is there that? Yeah. Who knows, man? So crazy even talking like this, like out open, like talking to myself, like having like a conversation with myself is like so weird. But I mean, it's cool, you know. Some of these conversations, they'll stick with me in some way. I'm sure they will, you know. I can't wait till I like come up with a theme song for this shit. I feel like I've been getting an idea that I wanted to use my acoustic, but I don't know if that's too cheesy. You know, like, I mean, do I even need a theme song? Like, does there need to be an opening song, you know, for it? Maybe there does. I don't know. I gotta come up with a name too. I still haven't really thought of anything. You know? I kind of like have been liking these ideas, like these, you know, so me and my friends, you know, because, you know, like we wanna use like a term of endearment, you know, to like say what's up to each other, you know how black people got the N word, you know, I don't know. I don't know what any other word there is beyond that with any other race, you know, but I wanted to like make it our own, you know, so we're not really using their shit, you know. So since, you know, since I'm Mexican, you know, and my homie's Mexican, and although my other homie is Chinese and Vietnamese, I would call them my bean, you know, like beaner, but I'll just say my bean, you know, my beaner. What's up, I guess the same thing as saying frijolero, you know, or mi frijol doesn't sound that dope. So I just say my bean, and it stuck. We all pretty much just say it now, you know, my bean, you know, and it's cool. So like I thought about incorporating that, and I really like this name called maybe the Bean Dip Podcast. You know, it seems to like go the way it sounds, Bean Dip Podcast, BDP. I don't know. So far, that's like my I think the best name that I'm thinking of. I don't know. I don't really know what's gonna stick or what's gonna leave, you know, because this is the second episode. You know, I think sometimes I could be like a really indecisive person, you know, and a lot of the times I'll make decisions that simply just like kind of go against the first decision I made because it might not be the right decision, you know. So I'll already like debate in my head what do I want. Okay, I want this, but you know, at the same time I might not do that because maybe it's not actually what I want to do, so I'm just going to choose this one, you know. So like, I don't even know if I'm doing what I really want, you know, because it's not watered down, but it's like it's muddied up, you know what I mean? Like, because I don't really know if that's what I want to do, because it might not be what I want to do. So I'm going to do what I don't want to do because what I initially did might not be what I actually wanted to do. I don't get it either. I don't know how I turned into that, really. You know, maybe it's just like, idea of just, you never know, you know? It could be this, could be that. Shit, like, I mean, who knows? I guess one day you try one thing and do the next, but I have recognized that I make decisions like that sometimes. Yeah. Yep. Smoking a bowl right now. I'm gonna have to buy some of that cleaner soon, that like pipe cleaner. My shit's getting clogged up. And you know what? I bought this one fucking pipe. I forgot what they said it was made of. Silicone, I think. I don't remember what they said it was made out of, but oh my god, man, like I think I'm done buying like those rubber pipes. Like there's been some cool. I mean, some of the rubber pipes are pretty cool because you can't. They're not gonna break on you. You can drop it and it's not gonna break. And actually, it's not like you're packing the weed in like a rubber bowl. They have like an attachment, so it's a glass bowl. That fits in the rubber pipe. And so it's not like you're smoking straight rubber, but I'm sure there's still some like I'm getting up. That's why I'm grunting. But I'm sure there's still some like some bad shit that comes out of that. Yeah, and I was smoking out of this pipe that I bought. It's the same idea where it's like has a glass bowl and it fits into the pipe. I think they said it was silicone. I don't remember what the exact type of material it was, but I just started noticing that every time we would smoke weed, the smoke was like harsher. Like it stung more. And like I think I was just done after that. I was like, you know what? I don't want to be going through this. Like when I smoke out of the glass pipe, it never does that shit ever. Yeah, so it's no more for, if it's not glass, it's ass, And I don't mean about crack, the drugs. I'm talking about pipe, And not even dick, some people say pipe. I'm like piping, I don't know. No, I'm talking about a pipe, a glass pipe that you can smoke weed out of. Those are the best, If some of you like rubber pipes, hey, shit. Hit up that lung cancer, bro. Hit up that brain damage. I'm with it. Maybe, not really. I'm not with that. But yeah. I don't know, man. I think I need to get a bong. It'd be awesome to have a bong, Just one dome, like hit, like, And then some people will be like, oh, why don't you just dab it? I don't know. Dab it seems like a whole thing. I mean, I guess the bong too, blah, blah, blah. But you need to have like a torch, with that process for the dab. You need to have a torch. You need to have this long metal stick that you hold the concentrate on, like what the weed is, of the weed, what do they call it, wax or earwax or whatever the fuck they call that shit. And you need the little bong that they have usually, and it's like a metal piece that you need to heat up and just get that super hot, and then you like put the metal stick that has the wax on it, and it just dissolves in there, and you can smoke it. And it's cleaner. I think it's supposed to be cleaner for you, but I mean, come on, man. It just seems like too much. Like I have one here, but for some reason I haven't even gotten it. Like I haven't bought any wax. I don't know why. I'm just not interested. And I mean, it hits clean. I've done dabs. I do them. And they fuck you up. They do. Like some dudes are smoking dabs all day. And like, damn, like one, I'm chilling for a couple hours, And I think that's like I've always thought this too. Like that's the beautiful thing about like smoking grass, is that like, it's kind of like ritualistic, you sit there, you basically smoke based on your level, like, so if it takes a lot of weed to smoke, it takes a lot of weed and you smoke a lot of weed, and like, it's just comfortable, the process, it's just nice, And I'm sure, shit, you could say that for any drug, anything. Yeah, like the process, that's what everybody likes, of course, But I'm just saying, like, I guess in comparison with weed and taking dabs, just speaking only about weed, I think I prefer grass. I just love it, man. It's a different type of high. It's different. Yeah. And like those pens, they're cool. Like a Steezy that's out there, they're cool. I'll get one every now and then, but it's just not my thing, man. Like trying to like just get blown off of that. I wonder if people even use that word anymore. Blown. I'm blown, bro. It's but like that Steezy, like I feel like I have it, but I just use it for backup. Like if I run out of flower, the actual weed, if I run out, I'll just hit the pen. Like, fuck it, it's all I got. But if I have weed and there's a pen, dude, I'm smoking the weed. I won't even touch that fucking that pen as long as there's weed. Yeah. Well, I think I gotta end the episode here. I got like 3 minutes before I gotta go and pick my girl up from work. Yeah, she gets out in about 20 minutes. And yeah, everybody, thanks for tuning in on another episode. Your guys' support cracks, and I've been noticing that, me being in comedy, like, and getting shows, like, the support is amazing, man. Like, it's crazy how much it matters, because it's not like you can just go somewhere and just enter without anybody in your pocket behind your back, They're going to want to see that you can, help sell the room, help do it's never just about you, So I appreciate you all that like take the time to hear this out, and, be able to experience, the evolution of, what will be, I guess, and what's happening already. So thank you. Yeah. Good night.